guys, so this week I'm actually home alone. My dad has gone to Turkey for a week to join my mum, and then they're gonna come back together. So I am very much enjoying being a dog mum. So because my brother's at uni, I've been using his room as storage. These are all the clothes I'm putting onto my Depop. There are genuinely some like really nice things in here that just don't fit me anymore. So I've got some really cute winter jumpers from Topshop. Yeah, all of these are from Topshop. That are just too small for me now. I've got some gym clothes. I have got some jumpers. I've got some nice jackets. This one is really cute. Again, just too small. And some really nice tops as well, like this one from Shein. Like this one is so cute. Looks like that. So yeah, I've got quite a few nice tops. I've got some skirts, I've got dresses, I've got some nice trousers as well that again are just like, just don't fit right anymore. Friends were like, oh my god, you're gonna be home alone, are you doing anything exciting? You getting up to any mischief? Like, no, because I'm a dog mum. Like, I can't leave him for too long. And to be honest, I'm just enjoying having the house to myself. Like, the peace and the quiet is so nice. Last night I went out for dinner with one of my aunties and my cousins. We went to Prezzo in town, which was really nice. 75 hard has made me so much less tolerable of like rich foods or like junk food. Like, I can't eat lots of so I had like a seafood risotto, but I think it was like quite creamy, like it must have had dairy in it. And then for starters we ordered garlic bread. I was good, I only had one slice. Today my stomach just feels terrible, which I think is actually overall a good thing, because it will put me off eating like large quantities of bad foods, rich foods, whatever you want to call it. I'm working from home. I love working from home because it's like around your work, you can do things around the house. So like, I'm doing my laundry today. So you guys might remember from a few videos ago that I've been working with a brand called Vush. And they are a sexual wellness brand. They do toys, they do intimate care products, and they do menstrual products, which I think is so cool. And I hauled everything that they sent me a few videos ago. If you want to check out that haul, I'll put it up here. That video was maybe a month ago. I've been trying out their products and I have been absolutely loving everything that I've tried. Thank you to Vush for sponsoring today's video again and helping me spread more self-love. I have really been enjoying their Majesty 2. That's what it looks like. So if you want to get 20% off the Majesty 2 or some of their other bestsellers, then you can use my code. It will be the top line of the description box down below.
When a partner feels like they're being rebuffed early on, it can trigger self-protection mode. And in an effort to shield themselves, they might shut down and stop initiating affection altogether.
Better now. I know, it was just full on, like, oh my gosh.
Doing something as crazy like this and both being...
Helper. Aren't you Santa's helper? There you go. Good boy. Stormy? You look like mommy, baby. I can't stop saying. My legs are fucked up. I'm running late to my Helpline shift. I didn't have time to go to the gym this morning. Alfie came into my room and woke me up at like 4 AM. So I was just super tired. Surprisingly okay. I feel like the past kind of month or so, all of my shifts have felt really like, you know, because the calls are really like heavy calls. And it's specifically for women, so we get a lot of like domestic abuse. It was quite I didn't get that many heavy calls, which was such a change. So I feel lighter. Usually I leave and I just feel like really heavy and like really just like, oh my god, I need to process everything I've just heard. The rest of my day is looking kind of busy because I didn't go to the gym this morning. I still need to go to the gym. I've got another phone call to do because I am a volunteer telephone befriender. I talk to the same person every week. So I've got a phone call, I'm gonna go to the gym, need to walk Alfie, stuff like that. And then I might be going to the Henleys. If you're familiar with Bristol, that's an area Christmas festival. They hold it once a year and it's usually quite nice, but it might be raining, so I don't know if I'll be going. You know you've made gains when size 14 is too tight around here and your butt, but it's big on your waist. So annoying. Like you can see, it's like it feels really tight as well. I really like those jeans from Pull & Bear. Size 12 is too tight around like my bum and my thighs. It was already too big around my waist, so I don't know whether to order the size 14 and then maybe go get it tailored or something, because Pull & Bear jeans are really affordable anyway, and I really like the color and like the length and the cut. Okay guys, I am done for the day. Gonna go to the gym. I do push, which is shoulders, chest and triceps. Yeah, it's gonna be so busy. I haven't gone at this time of day since like before 75 hard, so yeah. But after the gym I'm gonna pop into Asda and I'm gonna get myself an advent calendar because I realized that today's December 1st and I don't have one. Guys, Wednesdays have become sushi day. This is from Itsu. It's so good. It's crunchy salmon. This is what I'm watching tonight. This case gives me chills. It's Grace Millane. It's on ITV.
Is the man a calm and calculated killer, or a young man who panicked after a...
It is Thursday. It is day 75 of 75 hard. Boy, this is my new car. No, stay there, stay there. Going to your auntie's. I'm gonna see you tonight. Love you. One minute to 5. I actually had a very busy day. I actually made a list because someone on Instagram tagged me in a story. On Instagram and like the psychology community, we often like tag each other in stories and be like, what were you up to today? I've got a psychology Instagram account, so I wanted to make sure, because I feel like I got so much done today. So got in, had a meeting at 9 AM, ended up having 2 sessions. I was meant to have 3 because last minute I got invited to sit in on one, but they didn't show up, so that was cancelled. I did all the notes for those sessions and admin stuff, emails, like chasing people up on like projects that I want to be doing. Had supervision. I've been asked to do a chronology, so that happens when they've got quite like a complex, like their notes are a bit all over the place, or they've had kind of different therapists, or you know, therapist left and new therapist, and they just need someone to go in and like make a document and be like, these are the key events that have happened, like start to finish from when they came to our service. And then another project I've been given, which I'm so excited for, is an ADHD assessment. I've been part of ADHD assessments and autism assessments by doing school observations. That's kind of the only part I've been involved with, is the school observation. But for this patient, I'm doing liaising with the parents and filling out questionnaires with them, getting information from them, and also liaising with the school and sending them like a questionnaire as well. And then I'm actually going to go in and do a school obs, and I love doing school obs. I don't think I've said that yet in my vlogs, but I love school obs. They're so fun. I'm gonna finish 75 hard with a run. I can't believe I've done it. I've only gone and fucking done it. Oh my god, guys, they've got freaking candy cane lights. Wow. Come on, going home.
Firing. All for one. Around these idiots. Somebody shut out the tire. Really? That's where you go with this? It was a pothole. The dashboard is going crazy.
I got back from my run and he's literally in the same position. Look at him though. You blend in so nicely. Guys, I'm not doing my hair justice. This is like day 3 hair. It needs a wash. So you basically just like bleached certain bits of it kind of to frame my face. Bits underneath as well. And I just love it. I feel like I got my personality back, dude. I don't know whether to bleach more of it and have more of it this kind of bright red. So I wanted to talk about this and put it at the end of this vlog because this vlog documented my last week of 75 hard. If you guys aren't sure like what 75 hard is, I'll put a screenshot of what the rules are on the screen now. And I kind of discussed in my vlogs that I was slightly altering these rules. I didn't cut out alcohol. The kind of original challenge is to have no alcohol for 75 days. I also did allow myself to have like cheat days. Really proud of myself for doing it. It was just 75 consecutive days of showing up for yourself and making yourself a priority. Pretty much for 75 days, what my days looked like was every morning I'd either go for a run or go to the gym. And then in the evenings I'd go for a walk, or there were some days where I'd go for a run in the mornings and then the gym in the evenings. If you think that you have work as well, to try and get in a workout before work, try to get a workout after work, and also like go out with your friends or something. It just takes up a lot of time. One day out of the 75 where I felt really ill, and actually I'm very lucky that I didn't get like properly ill during the challenge. I started on the 19th of September. The reason I started was because I was literally scrolling through TikTok and then I saw this video on my For You page, and at the time I was looking to step up my fitness game and just be more consistent. For me, like going to the gym, fitness, you know, that wasn't something that was new to me. So starting off, I already had some strength and some muscle. I already kind of knew what I was doing in the gym and what kind of foods to eat and how much protein I should be getting and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll just start off by saying that everyone's 75 hard will look different. This was on day 2 of 75 hard, 20th of September. Some pictures from the 25th of September. This is like a weekend, so you can see the curves that I kind of already have. And for me, a lot of it is genetic. I just have more fat around like my bum. So to start off with, it was shapely. And yeah, I noticed within kind of the first couple of weeks, I just felt a lot leaner. This picture on the 1st of October, my waist was kind of coming in a bit more, and you can see my quads are kind of popping a bit. Very much in the early stages of 75 hard, but I was definitely feeling a lot leaner, and I think that's because I was eating a lot better than before, and just like the difference between my activity levels before and after of, you know, working out every day, I just felt really good. These are some pictures from the 10th of October. I think I lost just a bit of fat around my waist, and it kind of helped define where the waist comes in and then the hips and the bum come out. Obviously in all of these pictures I'm posing, so that's also something to bear in mind when you're looking at like progress pictures. I just felt like I was starting to slim out a little bit and just have a bit more shape. Eating in a slight calorie deficit / maintenance calories, and just trying to get as much protein as possible. So I have posted a what I eat in a day on my TikTok, which kind of showed the kind of stuff I was eating around that time. So this was the 17th of October. My legs just look stronger, more shapely. Yeah, it was looking good. And we got to the halfway point, and that was the 25th of October. Halfway point for me was where I struggled the most, because I had completely different expectations of what my body would look like. And I think if you're going to do 75 hard, the best thing to do is to go in with no expectations. When I started it, I thought working out every day, eating healthy, eating more mindfully, I am gonna be so lean by the end of this. And I thought, like, for the first time since I was, you know, a young teen, I'm gonna have a flat stomach again, I'm gonna have abs. And I really had that expectation. My results are very much, I've gained lots of strength and lots of muscle. I wasn't as strict on my eating. I let myself have cheat meals. I still drank alcohol occasionally. I think if I was very strict, 1, I don't know if I could have maintained it. 2, I think I might have been miserable. And 3, I don't know if I could have made like the other gains that I've made had I been so strict. So yeah, the halfway point was really difficult for me motivation wise, because I thought I'd look better. I think I kind of had to give myself a bit of a reality check. You know, some people just have they're naturally, you can see their abs. If they only need to lose a few kilos or whatever for their abs to really come through. My body type is not that. I'm naturally a bit more curvy. That's where I was at halfway, and I had to just give myself that talk. So I think if you go into 75 hard with no expectations, just seeing what happens, you know, how is your body going to react to working out every day. Yeah, this is the 7th of November. So I had just under a month to go at this point. 14th of November, I ran 10k for Movember. So that's something else that I guess was a milestone in the 75 hard challenge, was that I ran 10k. It was a huge challenge because I'd never ran more than like 5k. If you guys are wondering, I use the Nike running app for running, and it's so good. I think I find running so much harder, and props to anyone who, well, I think a lot of people actually run just listening to music or podcast or whatever. I think that's amazing. I find it so helpful to have the coaches kind of in your ear. They kind of come back every K or every 500 meters sometimes, and they just really motivate you to get through the run. And that night I went and trained legs. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, like, this challenge is fucking intense. One thing I've noticed is that as I've gotten bigger quads and kind of hips and bum, my hip dips have become more pronounced. And I know that's so many girls' insecurity is their hip dips. Your hip dips are because of your bone structure. Building muscle around that, kind of on top where the actual hip is, and then as you can see below the hip dip where the quads come out, makes it more emphasized. So my hip dips are more noticeable now. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think given the other changes, it's worth it. Posing makes such a difference in photos. So you can see, this is when I went out with Ellie. You can see on the left that you can see all my curves, my waist coming in nicely. Then in the next picture, it looks more narrow because I've changed the way I'm posing. You can also see on the left that my upper body is shapely from working out, like more defined, I think, like my shoulders and my arms up here, which I love. This was in like late November time that my lower body was just a lot bigger. But you can also see that my upper body is also broader as well. Another picture, this was the 28th of November. You can see from these photos that my legs were really bruised. My legs were always bruised and I had terrible shin splints. 1st of December, so the day before the end of 75 hard, you can see more definition. I've built up strength in my core. Showing my booty gains. Yeah, it just it's gotten more perky, I think. I think I've gained size, but also more perky as well. This is my most recent picture of my physique. I think this picture shows quite well the hip dips, the quads, and also like the upper body gains as well. Let's talk about the physical challenges. You don't have any rest days, so my body was almost constantly aching. Had shin splints from running all the time. I think my shins just aren't strong enough to support the running that I was doing, and the way that I overcame that was I stretched most days. I'm now a huge fan of a foam roller. I never used to do that before. I've got this ice roller that I use for my face, but this is actually really good for your body as well. So basically you detach this bit. You can get this on Amazon. You put it in the freezer like overnight. Once you take it out, this is like really cold. And you, because it's actually like rolling, I used to roll this along my shins and my calves, and it was so helpful. I have to say that I really did feel physically very good doing the challenge. If it felt kind of too exhausting, I don't know if I would have kept it up. As well as the physical challenge, it's very much a mental challenge as well. Like the whole motivation to do this every day for 75 days. There were mental challenges, as I said, kind of halfway through. I got very disheartened by my results and motivation kind of dipped a bit. The reading part of the challenge was really good for me mentally. I think 75 hard also got me into a really good routine. I had to get up at 5 or 6 a.m. to get a workout in before work and then do something after work as well. And I'm someone who really thrives when I have a good routine, when I'm getting up early, and the kind of reading and stuff got me into a good bedtime routine. Okay, so I can't think of what else to say, so I'm going to go through the questions on my Instagram because I think they'll bring up some important points. But overall, absolutely love the challenge, would really recommend it to anyone else who wants to try it. But I think just be realistic with your expectations, or kind of go in there with no expectations and just see what changes you notice in your body. And I'd also say do it to suit your lifestyle, do it to suit you, because you know, for me, for example, I didn't want to cut out alcohol. I didn't want to have no cheat days. There is 75 soft, less extreme. I think it's, instead of working out twice a day, it's once a day with one active rest day a week. So it just depends on what you think is doable. How did you do it on days where you really didn't fancy it? For me, I'm the type of person, once I put my mind to something, I have to complete it. It's a blessing and a curse because I'm very hard on myself and I feel like a failure very easily. So it was like, for me, it was just like, I can't fail this challenge. Doing things first thing in the morning really helps because you don't even really have to think about it. You know that when you wake up, you're going to wake up to go to the gym, and so you get it over and done with. So that really helped. Once I put my mind to something, I just have to do it. It's not like quitting is not an option. Very quickly, working out became my way of coping with stress. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm having a tough day, I really can't be asked to work out. Another way to stay motivated, if you want to do this challenge and you find it difficult, to be motivated and kind of hold yourself accountable is to document the journey online. Obviously I've shared it on my YouTube. I would post stories on my Instagram, like day whatever of 75 hard. Which aspect of the challenge will you keep going forward? I plan on in the new year starting to work out every day again, so trying to work out 7 times a week but allowing myself rest days. I think basically just being more intuitive about it, giving myself days off as and when I feel I need them. I'd like to go to the gym 4 times a week instead of 5. I think I'd like to split it up a bit differently as well. So before I was doing 3 leg days, a push and a pull, and then 2 runs a week. I think I'd like to do 2 leg days, combine push and pull into one day, and then do a full body day. And then I'd like to run twice a week. And then the 7th day, I'd like to start Pilates or some sort of class. I've been looking into places in Bristol that I can go to, just so I have more variety in my workouts. And I used to do Pilates and I loved it. In terms of my eating, I still want to be eating mindfully. So before I was eating in a slight deficit / maintenance. Going forward, I want to eat in a maintenance or slash a slight surplus. Have been keeping up, drinking lots of water. I don't have a gallon a day anymore. I probably have 3 litres a day, so that's like 1.5 of these. And in terms of reading, yeah, I've kept that up. I need to update my Amazon page and I'll post what books I've been reading in case anyone wants book inspiration. Has it made you feel more body confident? Definitely. I feel so much more body confident, and it's really taught me that body confidence comes from how you feel inside. So regardless of what my body looks like, because I love the feeling of feeling strong, and that's what makes me feel confident. Say you have like a celeb that you use as inspiration or a picture of someone's body. The faster you accept that you're never gonna look like that, the better. You can look like a version of that, but no 2 bodies are exactly the same. No 2 bodies work exactly the same. So it's just about doing what you can do to be your best. You can only ever compare yourself to other versions of yourself rather than comparing your body to someone else's. How did you increase your running stamina and endurance over time? Running, fitness, strength, it's just like you have to move it or you lose it kind of thing. Like you just have to be consistent. I think with running, what's really important is switching it up as well. So don't just run your comfortable length of time every time you go running. If you just stick to doing 5k twice a week for the whole of 75 hard, you will probably get faster at running your 5k, but it's just not gonna, you're not gonna get as much out of it. You have to vary it. One thing people don't talk about is the challenges you face once you finish 75 hard. One thing that's been really challenging is I feel like because I've built up such a dependence on working out, once I do it less, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose all my gains. Oh my god, do I look different? Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. It's bitter in that respect because you suddenly feel a bit panicky. You're like, am I gonna lose my gains because I'm working out less? But I know I'm gonna get back on it. The good thing about finishing it is you just feel really empowered to start your own routine, if that makes sense. And I think that links into what I was saying before, is more using your intuition, and yeah, rather than doing it because you're following rules, and resting when you feel like it. And I feel like it's the beginning of something, if that makes sense. Yeah, so watch this space, guys. It's just the beginning of the journey. That is everything about 75 hard that I could think of. If you have any other questions, leave them below in the comments. Make sure to smash the thumbs up down below, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.